What's going on, guys? I'm Kubla Kraus, and I'm the king of all the Cossacks. That makes you a Dami, you stupid fucking Dami. Why don't you put on a fucking red Cossack cap, stupid Dami? No, I'm just fucking around. So, yeah, happy whatever, happy Thursday. Uh, I did, what is it? I've mined 8,000 theta, which is pretty fucking rad. So, let's do it like this. Yeah, ups and downs of theta, whatever. Again, I'm not even worried about the price because I'm not playing. Like, I mean, basically, if we get to an all-time high, I might cash out some because in like 2 weeks I'll be in the what is it? There you go. Yeah, in a couple of weeks. Yeah, son of a bitch. In a couple of weeks, I'll be in the realized capital gains area, and I can start pulling shit out. To be quite honest, if I'm being honest, I would rather only sell T-Fuel. Since it's free to me and I'm mining T-Fuel, I'd rather only sell T-Fuel and not sell Theta because Theta can never be mined. Theta is a fixed amount and that's it. But at the same time, I haven't really started getting most of my T-Fuel. I didn't start accruing until like November, December. So I got a few more months so I can start selling T-Fuel. Oh man, it's a burp. Whenever they invent internet where you can smell, that'll smell like Egg McMuffins and coffee. Yeah, clean up a bit more and whatnot. Just half the shit I'm putting in boxes is just bullshit. I don't even know why I have it anymore. Like I've got these fucking like old wrestling headgear. I'm like, should I throw it away? Nah, I'll just keep it. I don't even think this one is mine, but keep it anyways. This motherfucker I'm never gonna throw away. This is one of the He-Man things. This is old He-Man. I think this is one of the bad guys, but whatever. And then it's broken. The eyes pop out. So there we go. Bah! There you go. Yeah. And a knee pad that needs to be washed. Oh God. My eyes watered up. Stinky. And then yellow belt. These are just some old belts I found from like Taekwondo and karate and shit. And then an old like marbles and baseball and bowling. Yeah. There you go. Just shit. And then I see this shit and PlayStation 1 controller. Shit that you don't really need to hold on to, but like fucking gonna hold on to anyways. And I'm thinking about all these other people and why everyone is such a fucking massive pussy in this day and age. And it's because they probably have never done any of that shit. They've probably just like literally gone to public school their whole life and just like watched the NBC their whole life, just been major, just fucking douches their whole life. And the reason why I'm saying this is like, I don't mean this in a negative way, but this is the thing. They're doing some kind of renovation at the gym and it's a pain in the ass because as of right now, there's only one bench press thingy. And I hate to tell it to you guys, but like bench press is basically useless. Like, I hate to break it to you. Like, I have some of the people on my old football team actually became professional football players. A lot of them we won state football championship, all that stuff. Like, we were pretty serious about football. And I can tell you that anyone who's serious about football or any kind of sport, if they do any type of bench pressing seriously, they're going to do 3 types of bench pressing, and the one where you lie flat on your back is going to be like the least useful one. So they'll do incline, decline, and then flat one. And they'll mainly focus on incline because it's just going to give you more. Like when you're doing that, like especially if you're playing football, if you're a lineman and shit like that, your whole point is to get low and then to push up, right? It's all incline, right? You're not like walking up to them saying, don't move. You're running, you're getting low and you're coming up, right? So it's all incline and shit like that, right? And like the swim move and all that bullshit. But anyways, so I go to the gym and there's only one bench press thingy. And really, I'm kind of just doing it as like, when I go to the gym, my normal routine, if anyone wants to know and all that bullshit, my routine is I go to the gym, I'll do 6 sets of 6 power clean to kind of like even it up and take a breather. Oh, then I'll do like the Roman armchair, and then I'll do 3 sets of 21 Roman armchair. Then I'll bench, because you gotta to kind of like, you know, keep it in there. Like, it's good as a supplemental. It's not good as a main thing. Then I'll do bench. I'll do 1 set of 21 and 2 sets of 12. Then I'll do my squats. Then I'll do my deadlifts. Then I'll do my front squats, and then I'll jump rope and hit the bag and shit like that, right? Since there's only one bench thing there, whatever, right? So this douche, and I'm pretty sure I knew this. Like, I fucking hate that I went to school in this area. I think I know who this fucker was. It was some douchebag who used to play the clarinet in fucking high school or 8th grade or some shit like that. And all the motherfucker did was get fatter, I'm telling you. But anyways, so this douchebag was on the bench press. It took him, in the time it took him to do 3 sets, I did everything I just told you, and I had to do the incline instead of the flat one, whatever, which is fine. It just, to be quite honest, it just kind of hurt my hand a bit more because I had those puncture wounds, but I just worked through it. And it's just like, what a douche. It's like, that is the biggest douchiest. And the thing is, like, they were giving me attitude too. They were like basically upset that like I could lift the weights I was lifting and making them look bad. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. You can fuck out of my face. But this is the thing, right? That douchey clarinet player who fucking was the biggest pussy back then, and it takes a half hour to do 3 sets of less weight on a bench press. The reason why the deep state hates your rights so much is because even that douchey loser can be a competent defender of freedom with the Second Amendment. Okay, even that douchey clarinet player can go from twiddly-dee, twiddly-dee, twiddly-dee to, if needed, kapow, 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 no more Nazis, no more fascism, as in World War II fascism, not as in I don't want my taxes and I don't want to have open borders, because that's not really fascism. That's called nationalism. It's actually called being sane, okay? They're building borders everywhere else with American tax dollars except for America. It's retarded. And saying that as someone who is 3rd generation American on one side and was 2nd generation or first, like, my mom came here from Peru and my great grandfather came here from Italy, is what it comes down to. Okay, so like, as someone who was from immigrants who immigrated here illegally, it's like the issue with America isn't lack of immigration, it's lack of legal immigration. It's a whole other issue. The reason why it got to that point is because nobody fucking thinks. I can't think of anything else to say other than, like, this is a book that I read when I was, I think Jerry's Subs and Pizza closed down. I found this old receipt. I think there's no more Jerry's Subs and Pizza because of the pandemic. I mean, don't get it twisted. Like, Jerry's Subs and Pizza was like okay, you know, like if you didn't mind cardboard with some you know, tomato paste, you'd go to Jerry's Subs and Pizza. But they had pretty good cheesesteaks, and back in the day on the radio, they were making fun of Bill Clinton all the time. They would be like, "Oh, hi, Jerry. Have you seen Hill in here?" And they'd be like, "No, Bill. What are you here for?" "Oh, I got the cheesesteak with the curly fries and the Coke for $4.99." And then they'd be like, "Bill, are you in there? Make that to go, Jerry. Ooh, Jerry's," and shit like that. That was awesome. That was the best. I think they closed down now because of this fucking pandemic. Like, this, sick of this shit. I'm telling you, it's like a bio fucking weapon. I'm telling you. People keep on saying, if you just add on war, because we're in war to the end of all this shit, it makes more sense. And it goes back to that, right? It's like, they're so afraid of our freedoms, and our freedoms make us so powerful that even that pussy-ass loser clarinet player who takes fucking 30 minutes to do 3 bench presses terrifies the fuck out of China because we have rights and what we can do with those rights. Now, how did we get to the point where everyone became a fucking pussy-ass clarinet player who doesn't do anything? They stopped thinking. They stopped. This is a book that I read when I was 10 years old, and it's from like the 70s, all right? Let me just read you a little bit of this. It's called The Thinking Machine, Adventures of a Mastermind. To be quite honest, this makes me think why authority just can't get a grasp of me. I'm telling you, like, people always tell me I'm slippery as fuck and like you can't hold me down and all that bullshit. I'm like, fuck you and whatever. But anyways, Lock me in any cell, in any prison, says Professor Augustus SFX Van Dusen, and I'll escape in a week. Dude, that's the best name ever. Professor Augustus SFX Van Dusen. That's fucking rad as shit. Van Dusen. Yeah. And I'll escape in a week. The world knows the professor as a mastermind, as a thinking machine. But can he really escape from a super guarded cell? Can he really solve the mystery of the strange phantom that slowly haunts the Weston house? Oh, and then it goes on to other shit. Hold on. But anyways, let me just read this thingy. What's this in the bed? Demanded the warden, who was slowly recovering. A wig, was the reply. Turn down the cover. The warden did so. Beneath the cover lay a large coil of strong rope, 30 feet or more, a dagger, 3 files, 10 feet of electric wire, a thin, powerful pair of steel pliers, and a small tack hammer with its handle, and a pistol. How did you do it? Demanded the warden. You gentlemen have an engagement for supper with me at 8:30, said the thinking machine. Professor Van Dusen? Come on, or we shall be late. But how did you do it? The warden insisted. Don't ever think you can hold any man who can use his brain, said the thinking machine. Come on, we shall be late. And that's what it is. The fucking deep state, the powers that be, and all that bullshit, they've convinced us to stop using our brain. We stopped thinking. You want to know how I know we stopped thinking? Fucking social media influencers. I'm telling you, there really is. Like remember I kept on telling you I can make infinite accounts and all that bullshit. So I used to contract to the NSA and all that bullshit. And now it's coming out that all they have in China are these little bot farms. They have a laptop hooked up to like 30 phones, and they're all running the social media accounts on the phones. It's called bot farms. I've literally been showing you guys the exact same thing and how I've been using bots and all that bullshit. And the people, and these bots are fucking real. People think people think they're people. I've literally used bots on influencers to show you guys how easy it is, and people still don't fucking get it. Like influencers are basically scripted actors who tell you what to think and how to feel. It's what Charlie Chaplin warned you against about in the Great Dictator and all that bullshit. It's just they're making you pussies, and it's just like it feeds off each other. Just like Bush was like, oh, we'll use Patriot Act, and then Obama was like, we'll use that on. It was just for terrorists, and then Obama was like, oh, well, domestic terrorism, and then Trump was trying to like fix shit, and then everyone's a giant fucking retard, and they stole an election, and then now Obama is like, oh, you got to use surveillance on citizens again. It's because all you are fucking stupid and forgot how to think. If you all just thought for a moment, you would first see past the reality TV, social media bullshit that's going on. You would take your money out of the system. You would have precious metals and cryptocurrency and all that bullshit. You would buy the dips. You would sell the spikes, and you would take profit in the stable coins, and then you would just have real shit. I mean, I don't. It's just annoying. I'm gonna go back to cleaning. I'm going back to cleaning and playing Masters of Orion because I can't talk about it all the way yet until October 8th because I'm supposed to get a lot of money because that's all I'm gonna say. But once I get it, it's not even a lot. I'll get like I'm supposed to get exactly what I saved up for is what I'm saying. I don't want to say more than that. Like I like to be fair, like to be equitable. I don't need nothing that I didn't earn and all that bullshit. But if it's mine and it's a substantial amount, I would very much appreciate it. So that's that. But the thinking machine, like you guys got to read this shit. You just have to read this shit. This motherfucker basically locks himself in a solitary confinement prison, in a maximum security prison, and escapes. He even like puts things for them to find to think they're catching him, so that way they can lower their guard and he can escape. Like one of the things, he basically tries to bribe someone, knowing that they will tell on him. That way they like, we caught one of his attempts. He's getting desperate, and then he basically kills a rat and traps it, and he's like burying something, and then he buries the thing that he wants like 2 feet down, and then he'll then he'll cover that up, and then he'll put the rat like a foot above that. So that way when they're like, we know you're digging somewhere, they're like, oh shit, it's just a fucking dead rat. Like you're not supposed to have dead rats in here. Or maybe I can't remember if they're like that or if it was like, oh, it's just a dead rat burrow or something. But the point is, this dude just fucking is legit as shit. You should read this book. It's called The Thinking Machine by Jacques Futurella. And the thing is, this was a children's book. This was for adolescents. This is for like preteens, like 10 to 13 years old in 1960, 1970, or whatever the fuck it was. That's how little we think. Okay? Even though China's and the deep state have pretty much done this all down to fucking pussy ass clarinet players who take 30 fucking minutes to do 3 sets on a bench press, which isn't even gonna do anything. I mean, I can't even begin to tell it. Like, it's one thing if you want to lift weights. It's another thing if you're gonna do it wrong. It's like you're just gonna hurt yourself, and I'm not gonna feel bad, to be quite honest, because you should have just fucking stuck with playing the fucking clarinet. Anyways, that's that. Think more. Don't follow these douchey fucking influencer posers. All right, guys. And these fucking losers, like I'm telling you, like I feel so sad for them because they're scripted actors. They can't even be real with themselves. Like you think that's them, that's not them, that's their character. You think they say that and that's their opinion, it's not. That's what they were told to say. Like even the money they have, it's like they can't, like they make a lot of money sometimes, normally not even that much. But let's say they make a lot of money, right? They can't even go out and do what they want to do because then someone's going to see them and then all that bullshit. It's fucking stupid. That's not even a life. You're a prisoner in your own body. You guys are fucking lame. All right, peace out.